That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Slide is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's Slide is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. If you watch the show, you know this. The Ice Cave is brought to you by Priority Lawn and Landscaping. It's hot out there. It's not as hot as it was, but you don't want to cut your grass. Maybe you got multiple properties that you need cutting. You got landscaping you need done. Anything, and I mean anything, lawn and landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Don't call them at 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. You can also follow them on Facebook. I always recommend that so you can see the pictures and videos of their work. Again, that's Priority Lawn and Landscaping. What is up to everybody in the chat? Who's in there first? Let me scroll on back up here. Strangers in the first, and Lawrence, Brad, M's in there, Paul Painter's in there, T. Brookie, Stranger, Paul, Bengals Captain, Wells, Lewis is in there. I would say Wells. Lewis. Lindsay's in there. Augie. And Crypt Keeper. What is going on, everybody? All right. So I hope you guys had a fun weekend. We had the Speedway Classic. That was kind of a not much of a classic. Everything I heard, it was kind of a crap show there at the Speedway with all the rain, running out of food, and all of that. The Reds got off to a great start, scored first inning, and then that was it. They scored one more run. They lost 4-2. The Reds had the tying or winning run on base 4 out of 5 innings, 6 out of 7 innings. I don't know. It was so many innings. It was ridiculous and frustrating. It was a very frustrating game to watch. I've said this before. And Ke'Bryan Hayes, I think, has hit better than I thought he would. But if the Reds would have traded for Eugenio Suarez and the other two guys that they did trade for, nobody would be complaining about what the Reds did. Eugenio would have been the power hitter that this team desperately, and I mean desperately, needs. But they didn't, and they lost, and they scored 2 runs. Like they've been doing a lot this year. They're not out of it yet. They got the Cubs tonight. They got Nick Lodolo going against Michael Sork. I think I'm saying this right. His name right. Game is at 8:05. And if you guys pay attention to Cincy 360, I know some of you guys do out there here in Cincinnati. Prayers for Tony Pike's nephew. I do not want to say the name of the disease that he has because I can't say it. But go to Tony Pike's social medias and stuff. He's got things out there to help donate and help his nephew out and give more information about there. They got a benefit at Oakland Greens come up here in August. So make sure you go to Tony Pike's Twitter page. Check that out. I think Austin Elmer's also tweeted some stuff out about that. So if you guys can donate any money, anytime, thoughts, prayers, that'll always help too. So please go ahead and take care of our boy, the Hall of Famer, Tony Pike and his nephew. The Bengals, topic for today. Are the Bengals one move away from having an A+ or an A offseason? No. You guys are like, Ice, you're crazy. They haven't done anything with the offensive line. Just hear me out here. When they sign Trey, because they're going to sign Trey, I don't know when it's going to happen. They're going to sign Trey. I've just counted that. That's going to happen. I'm hoping it happens before the season starts. But with them going out last week and signing Noah Fant, and me and Game On kind of touched on this last Thursday. The tight end room, they didn't necessarily have to add to that room. We would have been okay with the way the tight end room was, but they went all in on the tight end. They got it. They got Noah Fant. He's going to replace Eric All and take his snaps. Better for the offense. I mean, our offense is going to be amazing. There are 3 guards out there. You know them. Scherf, Reiser, Hernandez. All 3 are veterans. This is my thought. First of all, if the Bengals are going to go all in on tight end, and you're going to tell me they don't worry about guard as much as they should, but I've been told for years that they don't care about the tight end position either. Well, apparently they do. I've been told years that they don't care about the guard position. Well, my thought is this. You got 3 guys out there. They're all 3 veterans. Will Hernandez just got cleared. They probably don't want to go through a whole training camp. Maybe, just maybe, the Bengals are playing the long game. And maybe they might get one of these 3. If they get one of these 3 at right guard, sign Fant, sign everybody else they signed, sign T, sign Jamar, sign Mike Gesicki, sign Trey. This offseason looks a hell of a lot different. I'm just saying, I don't know if they're going to. I think they're going to. I'll put it this way, because of what they did at tight end. Why would you go all in at tight end when you don't necessarily have to and leave the guard position the way it is? I don't know. Let's discuss. Let's get to my co-host. He's on here each and every Monday. He just got back from Canton up there for the Super Fan Fest, which is PDFU or something like that. I can't ever remember the name of it, but he is ours. He is a co-fan of the year this year. He's the one, the only. He's Bengals Captain. What's up, Cap?
Yeah, I'm going to have a good time, I promise. But I just open up a nice little flyer from one of my my Chase Sapphire Reserve card.
Yeah.
You know, high end card comes with a fee. The fee's going up to $795.
Woo!
Son of a gun!
Nice.
Like that kind of hit me right before we go.
It's like, oh crap! Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's worth it when they break it down, but I got to read that later. Something that I did read though. You know, it's funny because I went to Ohio State.
I heard, yes.
I did not graduate from Ohio State.
Hey, I went to UC and I didn't graduate either. So hey, we got something in common.
Well, I did eventually graduate, but
okay. I never did.
I dropped out of Ohio State once or twice. I dropped out of DeVry once or twice. Yeah, things don't get cheaper. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Augie? But because, and this is why I love, like, hey, you're a fan of whatever you're a fan of. For this story, it's the Bengals.
Mhm.
And Ted Karras is awesome, and the charity's awesome. And then Ted Karras goes to UC to basically help support UC initiatives. And they have a program, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they support ASD. They support adults with disabilities, development disorders, whatever, you know, get them through college and everything. So I go there, and somebody on Twitter got angry the one time I said, big check. I'll just say it and say we dropped $5,000 on dinner with Ted because we're blessed to be able to, because Ted's amazing. And to see the impact of all these young adults going through UC's program and fulfilling everything that they want in life. I just got a long letter. Thank you. You know, commitment helps transform students into the next generation of leaders, innovators, change makers. It got some really nice UC stickers.
Ooh, I like
and I realized, I'm like, I've not donated anything to Ohio State. So I am almost more UC than I am OSU.
Let's go. I like it. We've converted you.
I've never had anything but love. I watch UC when I can. I was super excited about the High State Buckeyes winning the national championship, but I've never received anything like this in the mail from High State because
take that, Buckeyes.
there we go. Oh
All
man, talk about a lot. So real quick, I don't know that the Bengals are playing the long game as much as the players are. I mean, people forget every year there's some late signings because it's vets that don't want to work out in 95-degree weather. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. I don't like standing out there. It's hot.
Man, I went at the Canton Thursday, and that was the first day that it cooled off.
That was a
and,
nice day.
I could have went Wednesday. I had to work, but it was also really freaking hot. and the person most sensitive and the biggest wimp when it comes to heat decides to wear a suit to football games. Like, what an idiot. I am nobody's idol or no. Don't do what I do.
Don't do what I do. I'll get to some comments here about the right guard stuff. Lewis here. Let's be real. Scherf can probably come right off the street and block better than the guys we have at right guard. That depends. Only thing I worry about Scherf is how in shape is he? I don't know about that. Brad here. If there's only 3 veteran guards available, then there are 32 teams better sign one of them before someone on another team gets injured. And that's kind of my thing too. I'm kind of surprised. That's where I go back to. Maybe they don't want to go through training camp. So that's where I'm like, nobody else has signed them. Doesn't mean they're bad.
You got to think they've gotten offers and they have said no so far. Like, there's no way if they're okay. It's either one or two things. We all just don't know talent, which fans in general don't know talent like NFL offices do.
Right.
But then again, at the same time, somebody's yelling for Scherf or whoever, and nobody wants to sign them. And then they get signed in season, and then they end up having a Pro Bowl year. Then we're like, oh, told you so. Man, the behind the scenes in NFL front offices and coaching staffs and stuff, it's crazy. So I don't know, but I don't believe they have not been talked to at all. I feel like they have, and they're like, just give me a call after about the second preseason game.
Hey, Kat, do me a favor. I was hoping to get better, but it's not. You're kind of fuzzy and you're sounding like a robot. So I don't. Maybe you have to jump out and jump back in. It's freaking StreamYard. So I was hoping to get better, but it hasn't so far.
Thanks for letting me know. I will. I'll do a quick reboot and come back in like 60 seconds.
Gotta try that. Go for it. All right. Got Zach Alcorn here. What's Fairchild's official position? He's going to be left guard. That's where he's at. He's played that the whole time. So that's where it's the right guard position. Where if I think Reisner has actually played the left guard. Scherf and Hernandez have both played right guard. If I'm correct, if I'm not, I'm sure the chat will tell me I'm wrong there. Augie here. I have a question. Have we had any of the 3 guards left visit or make an offer to them? I think they're older and stalling. They come ready. I don't know if we've had any of them in to camp or anything like that or made an offer. I have no idea. If they have, it hasn't been leaked out. And the Bengals are pretty zipped up there. We don't find out a whole lot about what the Bengals do. Cap, do you know if the Bengals have had any of the 3 guards in, or are you freezing? Oh, you're frozen. Yep, Cap.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. They are. You're back.
Yeah, I was very still. I have heard the only thing that I've heard definitively is there's been some communication.
Okay. Dustin here says, I would say reading the practice report of the Steelers and Browns, it sounds like their O-lines are in shambles as well. NFL has an O-line problem big time. Yeah, I actually heard in the game. That is true. I mean, finding good offensive linemen throughout the NFL is a problem. It's hard to find good offensive linemen. And that's where I'm like, the Bengals actually are in pretty good shape. Our tackles, I think, are going to be pretty good. Our center's going to be good. I think Fairchild's going to be fine. My whole thing is the right guy. I think we'll be okay if Cody Ford is there. I would just want Cody Ford as the backup because in case somebody gets dinged up, Cody Ford's the first guy off there, and he did a darn good job at it last year. So that's where I'm at. John Kramer, what's up? Hello, fellas from Michigan. With y'all, hope everyone is safe and healthy out there. Let's go Bengals Nation. Who day, every day. Exactly. All right. So, Cap, am I crazy? I mean, I'll put it this way. If they sign a right guard, my point to this whole thing is if they sign a right guard and they sign Trey, which they're going to sign Trey. That's going to just hope it happens before the season starts. That's an A off season. I mean, what else would people complain about? You would have signed a right guard and you would have drafted one. I mean, and you signed TJ Slayton, and you signed T, and you signed Jamar, and you signed Mike G, and like I said, most likely they're going to sign Trey. I mean, you address the stuff in the draft defensively. What would people have to complain about if the Bengals do sign a right guard? I can't find a hole in this.
I'm going to try to reboot the router, but yeah, that's an A+. People will still complain because that's what they do. It'll be crying about Zach or whatever, but yeah, that'll be A+.
Yeah, BJ Hill's back. I mean, there's just they could. I'll give you that. They could use safety depth, yes, but yes. I'll put it this way. I think Tyson Anderson is going to get a shot this year, which I mean he's going to have to because we don't have anybody else in there. So, and I keep talking about how good the secondary has looked, and I'll tell you, and they're going against our wide receivers, and our quarterback. The secondary has looked really good this offseason, this training camp. So take that for what you want. I know I've said the defensive line has looked pretty good. Now, is that defensive line looking good, or is that the offensive line not looking so good? I don't know. We will find out for sure come Thursday night. Hopefully they will have the Joe Burrow and the Bengals starters are going to play. I don't know how long they're going to play, how much they're going to play, but hopefully they play a good deal versus the Eagles starters. And it looks like, Cap, are you there? Or are you frozen again? Yep, he's frozen again. All right, that's the internet. People having problems here. Yes, and I agree with you. Fro, Al Golden is a golden ticket. I really like what I've seen out of this defense. Again, it's going against our offense. And like I said, I'm kind of holding back on the defense line because I don't know. They're playing good. I just don't know if they're playing that much better or our offensive line is not looking that good. We'll see. I don't know. And I think Dusty Croft has brought this up that Orlando Brown hasn't looked that great because the left side's been collapsing. Also, Orlando Brown is getting older, so he might be taking it easier at the beginning of training camp to ramp his way up. Just a thought. I don't know. Let's see here. Paul, they're going to complain because we're a small market. But things though, how? I mean, if we get a right guard in here, like I don't care if it's small market or not. If they complain, they'll sound like the idiot on ESPN in the mornings, Canty, who says Joe Burrow isn't an elite quarterback and all this stuff is Joe Burrow's fault. He sounds like a complete moron. I mean, I don't even watch whatever show it's called on ESPN, but everybody keeps retweeting it. And did you see what he said? I don't care what he says because he's an idiot. He just says stuff to get clicks and retweets. If you actually pay attention to what this team has done in the offseason and the way they've looked in training camp like I have, and this is not with orange-colored sunglasses on or anything. This is actually looking at it. I think they've looked pretty good. That's why I go back to I'm not sure how the defense line really looks. That's why I think this Thursday is going to be hopefully not eye-opening, but we'll be able to figure out where we're at as far as the offensive line and the defense line goes. Zach, someone in the DB room will shine this year. I feel like Golden Scheme is going to throw the teams off. The thing that's the biggest. I keep saying this, the DBs, all of them look good. I mean, we were kind of worried about DJ Turner. Dale from Bengals and Brewers was on here last week talking about DJ Turner, and then Thursday he shows off and gets 5 breakups. All of them, all of our cornerbacks, all of our DBs, specifically our cornerbacks, all of them have made plays. Our safeties have made plays against Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar. That's not, is the offensive line good or is the defensive line? We know Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, Chase, they're good. they are all elite players, and this secondary is making plays on them. That right there, I know, as long as we stay healthy, that secondary is going to be pretty good. And I kind of said that in this offseason, that I think this secondary is going to be fine. You know, I've said I wouldn't mind adding a safety to it, but game on. What's up, brother? Great test for the boys, Jeff. I'm expecting a solid showing from both sides of the ball. The depth is on this team is deep. I agree. That's what's going to be awesome about trying to figure out what's going on and how. I'm curious, how long will the starters play? Cap, you look a lot better now. You're not blurry. You look good.
Maybe, hopefully.
You sound a lot better.
If hopefully it catches up, because if this doesn't work, it's a
StreamYard thing,
StreamYard issue.
Yeah. Well, right now,
not only did I reboot the router, I changed my shirt.
I see that. I like that cat. I like that shirt, the Jackpot Joey shirt. Or well, he wore it.
Exactly. It's actually comfy.
Looks like it. So, how long? Got a question. How long do you think the starters will play? I think the longest they'll play is if they play as long as first quarter. They're not going to pass that. I think maybe probably first series, maybe second series. What do you think?
I could see that. Not past.
And he froze again. He was doing really good. Hello, Cap. Very good picture of it. He's just frozen in time. All right, let's go with Dustin here. Hopefully, Cap will come back. That Mims hand injury is concerning. The injury bug is already hitting him both years. Tackle situation can go bad quickly. Just hope for the best for the man. There, he's back. But some things we lack the depth in. Well, that goes back to where I'm like, I want Cody Ford as the depth piece for the tackles, for the guards, because he proved it last year, not the whole season, but he can come in for a half a game or whatever and play good. Cap, you back again?
Man, I hope so. Somebody at StreamYard's drinking.
They're just messing with you. Game on here. Notable, the Bengals run game was better when running behind Fairchild and outside the right tackle spot, whether Mims or Rivers. Yeah, that's it. I really like Rivers too. Rivers, I like what I've seen from him in camp. He's going to be a good backup for us. I wish they'd try him at guard to see what's going on. Let's see here. Zach here says, first time here is Cap, the super fan. You see him the Jumbotron with all geared up. Yep, that is him. The one and only. That guy right there who is frozen again. No, he's not. Either way, yes. He's not frozen. He's back.
I'm hoping. It's like each time I feel like it gets a little bit better. So StreamYard can. I did a network test.
He did a network test, is what I heard. That's all I got. Yes, you're right. He's a co-fan of the year. You're correct, Paul. He's a co-fan of the year. Pork Chop said he heard Rivers is not having a good camp. I don't know. I from what I've seen, I haven't heard anybody say he's doing bad. I think he's done pretty well. And from the guys I've talked to, they thought he was doing pretty good. So we'll see. Cap definitely pissed off Skynet. Am I fine? Can you guys all see me and hear me and everything? Because Cap is having all kinds of problems. And the other thing too with this offensive line, if we get this thing fixed, that would bode well to getting off to a good start. That's the other key. I mean, once we get, which we haven't put that on the back burner. It's a key to this season. To me, there's no reason this team should not be 2-0. They should win the first two games of the season. With the way the secondary is playing, with the way this defense is looking, the way the offense, I mean, and what's good is some days you have, we're just starting the third week of training camp here. You have some days where the offense wins and you have some days where the defense wins. That I think is a good sign of thing that the competition is still going, and they're there he is. You use your phone now?
Now I got to play with the audio because I can't hear you.
Okay. I'll just keep talking until you find
I'm on speakerphone now.
There you go. Let's see here. All right. Oh, you guys can hear me. Good. Thanks, Game On. Glad you guys hear me.
Come on, StreamYard.
Augie, Jeff, first timers, not Zach. LOL. Tell people that Cap is Thomas Campa. Yeah, he looks. I know who you're talking about. I can't say his name. The guy from DIY. Wing. The guys will play in preseason. They are dying to get out there. Yeah, they're going to play preseason.
There we go. I hear you now.
Yay! Cap is live, baby. We got him back.
Hey, I'll do what I can. I'm gonna do some. Here I am trying to grab the mic. I'm gonna do some stuff on the computer and see if I can't reroute my traffic. I think that's the problem. But hey, this is good enough for now.
That works. You work on that. I'll keep talking to the people here. Let's see here. Zach, do you think someone in the tight room will get cut, Sample or Hudson, to add depth elsewhere? Yeah, I think there's a good chance, and it might not be Sample or Hudson. It's Hudson they like, or excuse me, Sample they like. Hudson maybe, but McLaughlin, they drafted him last year. I'd be surprised if they cut him, but Tanner has been more useful. So yeah, I do think they're going to cut somebody out of the tight room. I don't know who. And Cap is going again. Let's see here. Mike Man, I checked on Dawkins' tag match SummerSlam. It was chaos. I did. I just watched it. I didn't get the chance to watch it last night, so I watched it today. Dawk is nut. I texted him and find out of how he was feeling today. He has not answered my text yet, but yeah, he took one through. He went through the table. It was one of the best matches out there. So yeah, SummerSlam was awesome. I SummerSlam guys, Saturday night shocked the crap out of me. Seth freaking Rollins and the knee injury, they got me. Totally got me. I couldn't. I don't know about you guys. I pride myself on having some idea of what they're going to do. I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I thought Seth was hurt. Let's see here.
Paul Painter, Taco Cat is not a Chinese dish.
It's not a Chinese dish. They will keep 3 running backs so they can keep an extra tight end. They're definitely keeping 3 running backs. That's for sure. We'll see. Game on. So many battles, dare I say. Linebacker 5, starting QB, RB2, starting guards, 5 D tackles. Speaking of paying attention to the Cedric Johnson injury. Yep, you got to see how he's doing. I can't remember what his actual injury was, but
that.
Yeah, I read it over the weekend and I can't remember what it was at first. Yes, Paul. Last night was kind of predictable. Going back to SummerSlam. Pork chop here. Mexican fusion. is that what Taco Cat is? Mexican fusion. So what's if we could talk here a little bit, Cap, before I'll lose you again. What's the thing you're looking forward to besides seeing the guys on the field? What's the battle that you're looking for on Thursday night?
Honestly, it's no battle. It's just seeing particular guys on the field. Like, hey, I get it. It's preseason, but what do you got, Shamar? Some nice moves in practice, some real nice moves. And it's funny because it's moves and athleticism that really made him a solid, if not great pick where we picked.
Mm-hmm.
The production didn't come, but I'm seeing some of the same bend, some of the same step, like we saw with it's sad that I just forgot his name. I immediately wanted to go to a side, but no, he's still a Bengal. Production doesn't always mean everything. I think our coaching can get him that production that he's looking for, especially if he's got a little extra help with Trey. How they use him, I don't know, but hey, I'd like to see him move around the line a little bit. Get a guy like DJ Turner, obviously some more reps, and make sure he's coming back. A lot of people are upset about that. Few people rightfully, raise a hand today. He is coming off injury. He did have that great day in camp, just kind of burst back into the scene. I think DJ's going to be fine, but he definitely wants to get those reps. I want to see Joe. I want to see, hopefully not take any hits, but
that would be nice. That would be nice.
And also, I don't think Joe's going to want to get pulled. And if he doesn't want to get pulled, he's not. But I don't think he's going to want to get pulled after that first deep ball to Chase, because I'm just got that feeling that the first big touchdown is going to come quickly. Like,
I think it's going to depend on how long the drive is.
Yeah,
how many snaps he gets. If it's a long drive, it might be one drive. If it's a long, 10, 15, 20 play drive, that might be it. I think it's going to be 2 drives, but again, it depends on how long those are. My battle obviously is going to be, I want to see their position. I want to see is the offensive line. I want to see how they're looking. That's the one that I am worried about it. Because I don't want Joe to get hit, and that's the big key. We lose Joe. I know Jake Browning's good, but he's no Joe Burrow. So that's the
not gonna wood.
Exactly, Cameron. There you got knocked on it for you. Let's see here. Oh yeah, well, Lewis here. So we're gonna talk about how ugly those new hats are. Everybody's came out right before the show. I don't think they're ugly. It's kind of like the white ones they have. To me, the B is too small. I like how Caps is bigger.
Your B is too small. All right, hear me out.
Good.
Bengals Pro Shop, I love you all to death. You have Emmy Award winners all over that stadium. Next time, have them grab some hats and do something with to take a photo. That might have been one of the worst photos I've seen. They looked washed out. I thought they might have been like an army green, like a dark army green, because of the photo. But no, they're black. Now the little, I get it. They have the B, but they also have the tiger head. So they've got different. But it's this whole idea of like a little patch.
It's too small.
So and all the teams are like that. It's not just the Bengals. All the teams are like that, and they're just going to that little kind of tiny patch thing. You could say it's a trend. Whether you like it or not is up to you.
Well,
but
they did the same thing on the white caps, the one that Zach's wearing with it's the white cap with the black bill.
I feel like those were bigger. I feel like these were especially small.
That was still too small for me. It's just too small. I like them.
You like big B's and you cannot lie.
I like big B's and I cannot lie. You know what skit deny when a girl walks in with it been wasting around thinking they're fishing. Oh, sorry.
You've been sitting on that. You've been waiting for that for a while.
Oh, dude, I love that song. Baby got back. Game on here. How about DJ Ive so far in camp? He's a guy that just continues to watch. Exactly. DJ, like I keep saying, the secondary in general, they all are playing very, very good. And this is where I'll go back to my point. I preface the way the defensive line is playing because I'm not sure if they're playing that good or the offensive line is not playing up to snuff. The secondary is going against Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, Yoshi, Joe Burrow, the best in the group in the league, and they're playing good. And that's what I was saying while you're jumping in and out. One thing I like about I like it. I'm excited about camp is we don't have a camp where the offense is just dominating every single day. It comes back. So the defense will make plays. The offense will make plays. They're competing. They're making plays against each other, and all that's going to do is make them better. That's what you want for camp. You don't want
sharp as iron.
Yeah, you don't want just where the offense goes out and just destroys the defense. Let's see here. Who else we got here? I see the Lucas Pax's jersey. Yeah, that way I'd probably remember his name then. Zach, I've been an Ivy enthusiast for a while. Game on. Yeah, I'm glad he's getting a run here. Augie. He misses the leaping tiger. I'm old school. It's the logo more than the hat. But I still don't want a small logo. That's my thing. Anything else here? Paul. Who loses the job in the practice squad to keep these players? Who loses the job in the practice squad to keep these players? I'm not exactly sure what your question is.
I'm thinking, who gets pushed to Patrick's practice squad because, I mean, again, over the year, this Super Bowl caliber team, it was last year, despite the defensive issues. We didn't have the depth that we needed. But if you take away all of the defensive linemen that we lost, if you include the defensive linemen that were playing severely injured, if you took away all the secondary that we lost on defense, if you mirror that with the Eagles, they might not win the Super Bowl. Granted, we didn't go to the playoffs, but I mean, that was a big ordeal. We weren't expecting, a top 5 defense, but better than 32. Yeah. So we were a Super Bowl contender. We were last year. We are this year. We're going to lose some good guys, and it's difficult. But Bengals fans will always also overvalue our own people. Whoever gets cut, whoever gets picked up, it's the dumbest thing ever. I can't believe this team. How does this front office not know this? Blah, blah, blah. I've heard it every year. Just like we're going to start out. Now, Burrow healthy, Burrow playing well, we should win the first 2. But somebody's going to be like, oh, my God, such and such was the stupidest play ever. Here we go again. Fire Zach. We could be 5-0, and the Fire Zachs will come out. And then it'll shift, and then something will happen. We'll start dominating, and yeah, it's a cycle.
All right, here's a couple people. Lewis here, Kirkland and Howard Cross are 2 that he thinks might be on the practice squad. Game On wants to know, Charlie Jones cut or keep? I think he's in a battle, to be honest. He's not one that I don't think if they try to sneak onto the practice squad, he won't get past the rest of the teams. They will snatch him up. But yeah, that's an interesting battle. I mean, the thing is, they're gonna put Burton at kickoff return and Charlie Jones and or Isaiah. I can't remember the guy that Dale's been talking about. Those 2 are fighting for
Isaiah Williams.
Isaiah Williams, thank you. That 5th or 6th wide receiver / punt returner, and Isaiah Williams can punt return as well. So that's a battle. I don't know. I don't think if Chuck Jones gets cut, I don't think he makes it to the practice squad. And Lewis here, maybe even Matt Lee makes the practice squad. I wish he'd get a shot at the guard spot, to be honest, but he's got to get out there and get healthy.
I don't think he's going to see practice squad because he'll be. With offensive line play, like you said earlier, if it doesn't take 1 or 2 injuries, someone's going to see the talent. All it will take was 1 or 2 injuries. Yeah, it's no way.
Yeah. So, and the reason I think people are saying that is because is it McLaughlin, the guy from Ohio State, the center we signed, he wasn't drafted. He was injured. He got cleared. That's the reason that people are saying he might take Lee's spot. But that's why I keep saying try Lee at guard because he played the extra lineman last year. He proved he could do it, and he was going against tight ends or whatever. So, yeah, but I haven't seen anything at all where Lee's been even given a shot at guard. So, we'll see. Natty's got a prediction. I predict game 1, the Bengals 31-17 over Cleveland. I said, Cap, to me, there's no reason the Bengals should not start out 2-0. I mean, you got Cleveland and then you got Jaguars. Those are winnable games. I mean, the way this offense is just the offense alone, just our defense isn't up to snuff. We still should be able to outscore those two teams, I think. If we start out like that. To me, I'll be very disappointed if we don't start out 1-1. I won't be happy, but it's better than 0-2. But we should be 2-0 this year.
I hope. And obviously, I can't make a blanket statement about that right now without knowing what happens in the future. Because hey, if we run through a boatload of defensive injuries again, that's going to be a problem. If we sign Trey late with the expectation, because hey, Jamar Chase is a freak athlete. I'm like, this dude doesn't need a training camp. He himself admitted that he was a little slow to start because of the lack of the reps. So I'm hey, they're all Supermen. They're all amazing, but they're also slightly just a little human. And I got that wrong. So I'm thinking, okay, as long as Jamar's out there, we're good. No, Jamar needs to be out there having practice. So, Trey's got to get some good work in. I'm going to think that, I adapt my thought process with the new information. But, yeah, as long as Trey can get into a game or two before game one.
I think long as Trey is there with at least 2 weeks out of the season starting, that's that to me. After that, I might get a little worried about how he'll be. And the thing is, though, it's playing defensive end and playing wide receiver is a lot. I'm not trying to dumb it down and make it sound easy. You put your hand in the dirt and go after the quarterback, which is what Trey does. There's a little bit more intricacies and timing to what Jamar did. So he should be able to acclimate himself faster than Jamar did, but he's still not practicing. He's not playing football. Yeah, he's going in there, working out, doing meetings, and yada, yada, yada. He's not getting hit. He's not really the competition. There's difference. So I think he can bounce back faster than Jamar did, but I'm hoping he gets in with like 2 weeks here. Paul says, he's asking a question. Is Cleveland a potential trap, or do the Bengals scrub that this year in one game? Look, I don't think this whole narrative where the Browns fans act like they got our number is just ridiculous.
That went out last year.
That's what, I think it went out. I mean, because every time they beat us, it was, the one in Cleveland 2-3 years ago, we didn't care because we already going to the playoffs. Burrow was hurt and just signed his contract the opening 2 years ago. It was always something. Every time they've ever played us straight up when there's nothing going on, we kick their ass. We're not injured, or we're not, we're trying, or we're not trying, because like I said, the one game at the end of the season, when we're going to the playoffs, Jamar got his catch and got off the field. We didn't care about that game. So every time the Bengals have tried and cared about the game, they've won. And they've put so much emphasis this year on starting fast that I will be shocked if we lose to them. I'll just be like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, they can't overlook them. They definitely cannot. It could be a trap game, but I don't think this team's going to overlook anybody. I mean, 2 years in a row, no playoffs. They hear everybody chirping. They know they're better than that. They've got something to prove, so they're going to come out and start swinging.
That's the thing, is they got a chip on their shoulder. I think they want to prove that last year was just a fluke, and I think they're out to prove that, and they know. And all the main guys except for Trey are all signed, so all they got to do is go out there and play football. Fuzzy Balls, thanks for the $10 super chat, appreciate it. Biggest observation from the reports from training camp that the linebacker blitzes will be used to create more pressure, which will make life easier for our D-line. So that's not a Trey-only pass rush. Exactly. And I've talked about that, where we are going to get more linebacker blitzes. That's why we totally upgraded the linebacking room. We signed a guy, Warren Birch, drafted 2 linebackers. So that's where, our linebacking core is I want to say it's back up to where it was when Al Golden was our linebacking coach, because 2 of the best parts of our defense that year was the linebackers and was the secondary, the safeties. That when we went to Super Bowl, those are the 2 best parts of our defense, along with Trey. But yeah, that's because if you guys remember in the Kansas City game, in the AFC Championship game, we would drop everybody back, and Patrick Mahomes had nowhere to go with the ball. That's how good our secondary was, and our linebackers. So, and they would just contain, what's his face, Patrick Mahomes in the pocket. Our secondary and our linebacker core was really good that year. So I think we're getting back to that.
Yeah, I like that because, I said it before too. Trey having 17 and a half sacks is fantastic. Trey having 17 and a half, and we had 36 sacks total is horrible. If we could have, I guarantee everyone anywhere would say, you know what? If we didn't see Trey this year, but we had over 50 sacks as a team, we'd take it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I want Trey back.
I think it'd be really hard to do that without Trey, though. Just to put that out there.
I mean, when you look at Philly, when you look at some of these teams and these defenses, they're drafting well, but also some of that drafting well is getting lucky. They get the guy that they hope they're going to get. Hey, I'm just saying, what if Shamar comes out and he's a 17 sack guy?
He's looked good. I mean, I will give the guy credit. He's looked good, and he's going against Orlando Brown and Mims and all these guys. He's going to get some pretty good talent. So,
I think Asai's looking better. Murphy, Miles is thorough. Some people have pointed out maybe a couple of new moves in that arsenal. So, Murphy's motivated. I can't say enough. I love Sam Hubbard for fighting through an injury, but there are times where 80% of or 100% of a lesser player is better than 60% of your top guy. And I feel like that's what we saw last year. He just could not get to where he needed to go on the field because of injury. And then finally injury, took him out. But
I mean, you can say the same with Von Bell too. And it wasn't an injury. I think Von Bell just got older. And those are the two guys last year, before Lou took them out. I'm like, why are we playing them? Stop league. We got some of these younger guys. Put Battle in there. Put Miles Murphy in there. And they finally did, but it was a little too late. They should have done it a little sooner here. You guys are blowing the chat. We got 325 people watching us right now. Cappy, you're a very popular guy.
Nice.
All right.
All I got to do is have internet problems and throw in the Taco Cat t-shirt.
And everybody wants to watch. Dustin, the key will be getting off the field third down. Exactly. How many third and longs did we have last year? A lot. That we gave up conversions on. Lou looked like a first-year D coordinator. And that's where, to me, if we get these third and longs this year, I want that, or when we get them, I want that NASCAR package. I want Miles out there, Trey out there, Shamar out there, Osai out there.
I wouldn't say NASCAR, though. Nah. Nah.
Not after this past weekend.
It's like flooded, and, you got wieners with no buns. You got nacho chips, no cheese. Nah, I want the cheese. I want the nacho chips and the cheese on my D-line. Yes.
The speed package. How about that? We'll just call it the speed
package.
I
want full glizzies. No, none of this no condiment crap like Jamar likes. No, it's got to be full on.
No brakes. All gas, no brakes. That's what I want to see out there. See those guys out there going after it. And with
hey, Jeff, while you're talking, while you're going through chat, while you're doing it, I'm just going to be randomly opening stuff and showing some items that we're going to have available for our Jess and I's Pelotania raffle. So we'll keep talking, but so all of you watching and commenting in the chat, if you see something you like, say, hey, that's fire, whatever, but we'll keep talking football.
There you go. Sounds good. I know somebody had something out there about the linebacker court. I wanted to bring up how good it was, or how good Logan Wilson was, because Logan Wilson was really good. And I think he's gonna have a good year. Fuzzy Balls, if we have 50 plus sacks as a team, the Super Bowl becomes a real possibility. Yeah, that is for sure. Let's see here. Natty Ron. Ooh, that's cool. I like that.
Oh yeah, dude. I had to buy myself. I bought these for the raffle, and I'm like, oh no, I need these for me. Like these are nice.
Natty Ron, my boy here, wants to Cap Ice. What do you think about Carter Jr.? I like him a lot. I do. I think I want to see him on some blitz. some. Ooh, look at that LE card. There you go.
It's a little pin.
Oh, okay.
Now, so he's asking Barrett Carter.
Yeah,
that's my dude. I loved it because I don't know if I talked about it, but at camp when he signed his draft card, there's a lot of drama because I was going places I'm not supposed to be, and get my guy in trouble who's trying to help me out, and we're on the practice field, and saw Barrett coming off, and I yell out, loud as I can, but it was the first time yelling that loud in a long time, and dude turned around I'm like, I still got it. But he saw me holding that up, and he knew exactly, and he ran over.
Oh, you guys!
super cool guy, just humble and hungry. And then walking off Saturday night, I'm in the suit, and I yell out, and he pointed up and he smiled like he knew. Just man, like I love underdogs. I love underdogs. I'm still rooting for Travion. I saw he got cut from the Patriots, but he's going to land somewhere. But I've never we announced the pick, so it's like I'm tied to this dude. Like I want him to do. Yeah, I cannot wait. Our depth is amazing.
I'm surprised you haven't got his jersey yet.
So it's funny. I got his jersey from the Logan Wilson. I bought his the one that he wore from the softball? Logan Wilson softball. Yeah,
I got you.
But I'm gonna have to customize it and get it that way because I haven't done that yet. That'll come before opening day.
There you go.
I can't even remember what some of this stuff is.
Let me get.
Ooh,
that's nice. Look at the Dustin's thing here. Cap Ice. What team on the schedule do we as a fan base are overlooking? I say Jacksonville week 2 is going to be a real test for the defense. I just hate our fan base overlooking teams like that. It's going to be a test. I mean, I always put it this way: every team is a test. I mean, just as long as it doesn't matter if the fan base overlooks it, as long as the team doesn't overlook them. That's the biggest thing. Fans can overlook all we want. We can say where the hell we want. We have no say so in the outcome of the games. All we can do is cheer and holler and be happy when we win and be upset when we lose.
I'm not worried, but there is that chance that Aaron Rodgers had the right concoction of mushrooms and whatever root and peyote that he somehow resurrects for a game. And
good.
Man, that would make me mad because the Steelers defense is still going to be solid. We handled it last year, but we're talking. We're all talking a lot, and that is a team that I'm like, well, they're still a Steelers. They're zombies. They won't ever die. And I think for as much as fun as I've made of Miami, that could be traveling down there. Players get a good night's sleep prior to the game. Don't be chasing scattered ass around South Beach. Make
exactly. Stay in for the night. A couple here said the Vikings game, which that one could be one that Tito. That could be one that we.
This is fun. This little bobblehead is so much fun. And I love Tito. I've never really cared about managers in baseball. Like I'm a Reds fan, but I don't dive that as deep because my Bengals is layers and layers, and I'm just not. Tito is he's a fun dude.
I love Tito. Tito's awesome here. By the way, Crip says he likes mushrooms. Just to let you know, he's good with mushrooms. All right, Dustin here. Oh, wait, no, I'll get the fuzzy balls here. Knight Carter Burks will make plays with Wilson directing everything. Yes, perfect statement. I am excited about all of them, especially Knight. I like him a lot. Cap, Rodgers played well down the stretch last year. He did have 28 TDs and 12 picks. Mean he isn't chopped liver yet. He's not. And it's going to be one of those. I think it's going to be one of those AFC North games that sneak up on us. Is that a bobblehead?
Yeah, nice little retro bobblehead.
There you go.
Man, I should have got another one of these. I like this. Damn.
So tell everybody where you guys are doing this at and how they can bid on some of this stuff.
So I'll blast it out on all social media, but it's the same Pelotonia link that we've had the past couple of years. This is our 4th year riding. We rode yesterday 30 miles. I got like a tiger stripe biking outfit. Everybody's doing their corporate, and I saw people I work with. They got their corporate gear on and all this stuff. I was in something completely. Most people don't wear anything like individual. I got so many hoo-days on the bike, and there was a little moment in time where somebody said "Go Steelers," and there was going to be a little bit of a race.
About to be a rumble. It was about to be a rumble.
No race, because I don't care. I'll die on that bicycle. That's not going to happen. I ride Peloton. I take Peloton classes, and I'll see the leaderboard. If I see like Pittsburgh or whatever, I don't care. My legs could be shutting down. I don't care. I'm going to die on this bike. She's going to find me slumped over, clipped in. I don't care.
Let's still pedaling, honey.
Exactly. But so many hoo-days at the finish line. They announce names, and the dude's like, "And here comes Bengals Captain." I guess he's a Bengals fan. And I yelled out "Hoo-day." I heard some hoo-days from around the crowd. All for cancer research. What I love, and I'm trying to read $25 right here. Oh,
coffee mug.
Thank you. So Pelotonia.org is the website. You can learn more about it. My specific link right now I've got on Twitter, on X, but I'll make sure it's everywhere. And it's 100% donations go to cancer research. You don't know if your $1 is going to cure the next cancer, and they have made huge strides in. I mean, feels like a billion types of cancers. They all suck. I hate them all. Lost my father, lung cancer, my grandmother, lung cancer, my grandpa, esophageal cancer. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And we ride to raise money. We ride with other survivors. It's just a big testament to, what, everybody's fighting. And basically the money goes to the James Cancer Research here in Columbus, Ohio. And it helps them hire the top talent from around the world. It helps them collaborate with other clinics and research labs around the world. They've done some amazing things with that. And it's one of the rare charities, 100% so sponsors pay for all the costs. If you donate $1 helps research. If you donate $1,000 goes to research. Like 100%. You get the little letter of your donation. You get the tax deduction. I see people sometimes raising money and it's just like Venmo me, whatever. No. You are donating directly to. I get a list of everybody so that I don't have to handle any money. You don't have to wonder where the money goes. I've seen people. I think there was a fan in Atlanta that was doing some shady stuff. Got arrested. I'm really cognizant of what goes on and perception. This is going directly to Pelotonia. You get the tax deduction. You get the benefit of directly helping. We're buying up stuff. We've got a Yoshi Voss jersey from the celebrity softball. I don't know if they washed it. So your wives or sisters or girlfriends, it might still smell like Yoshi. We got a Logan Wilson football jersey signed by a lot of the Bengals players, signed on the Logan Wilson jersey. I picked up a Barrett Carter jersey. That's not going anywhere. I'm keeping that. So we've got a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to show. I've got a bottle of bourbon. Never heard of it. Everybody told me it's amazing. It's extremely hard to get, but I've got at least one bottle of bourbon that's going to be up for grabs. We put a lot of money into some of these because I wanted some variety on prizes to be able to have a good time with this. And as a thank you, I'm also going to do a video thank you for everybody that donates. I don't care what it is. If it's $5, I'm posting a video thank you. If it's $100, I'll post a video thank you. I don't even know what this is. Oh, I forgot.
That's Uno.
This is a big. This is a big
head.
Uno.
That's a big head. That's a big head.
I should have got one for me. I don't have one for me. So this is going to a lucky fan who donates. I'm probably going to try to split some of this stuff up instead of having this one gigantic prize, so that multiple winners can do. So I'll try to figure out real quickly. I know I owe it to everybody. We don't have to hit our goal until October, so we got some time. So I'll figure out the best way to do this as I can. But yeah, appreciate everybody. If you can't donate even $5, I get it. Totally get it. Like, I've been there. I remember back when my rent was only $500, and still at $5.
Back in the day.
Oh yeah, I get it. Just share. If you've got connections anywhere this year, I'm hammering stuff. I'm letting Elizabeth Blackburn know. D and what's his face Haslam. They got big name as supporters of the event, and it drives me crazy. I don't care if it's just me and Jess, but to have the Brown and Blackburn family supporting Pelotonia. I'm going to reach out to players. I'm going to reach out, just shotgun everywhere. Everybody is helping end cancer in this. I'm buying some I had fun riding. I'm buying some prizes for people who want to help out, but it's because of all of you that any of this is possible. So thank you for listening. Thank you for bringing it up, Ice.
Hey, no problem, man. Just I'm always trying to help make sure you guys check him out. I'm trying to figure out what the heck Paul always says. BSG is going nuts. Are Bengals and Bruce still on? No, they're off. What's he going nuts about? I don't know. I'm curious about that. So again, real quick, where can everybody bid on this stuff, and what's the date of this again?
We don't have a drawing date, and it's going to be a raffle. And I don't have an address in front of me right now, but if you go to my pinned tweet on x.com right now, Bengals Captain, you'll find it. I will shotgun that out to all socials, and I'll probably make up some goofy flyers and things like that, like I do. But yeah, $5 helps. I always do raffle entries in $5 increments. So if you donate $100, it's 20 entries, and I randomize everything, and we'll be going live probably on Tigers Talk to pull all the entries. It was hilarious last year. We had an autographed Yoshi jersey, and of course BSG, huge Yoshi fan, and we got the animated horses, and the last two horses that were neck and neck were BSG and Yoshi's father. And BSG's horse won. I could not. It was hilarious. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out on the live. We had to clip it and post it because I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What happened already?
Yep.
Jess posted that we got another Yoshi jersey. Ooh. Who was one of the first donors? Yoshi's dad. I want to meet this dude because him interacting and donating for any great cause that also involves his son's memorabilia. It is awesome.
That's pretty cool. All right, Cap, I appreciate it, man. Got any more words of wisdom before we get on out of here?
No, man, it's almost football. Like we get to watch Thursday, and I love it because it's like the only games of the year where, I don't know about y'all, but you can just sit back, chill, and enjoy it. You can actually see like, hey, Taj made this cut properly. He saw this, and like, when I'm at the game, this. I can't analyze like that. I got to go back through and watch it. And over the years, I just stopped. I stopped watching all 22, and I miss it. I'm like, I don't have enough time to keep reliving this stuff unless it's like a major win. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll watch it a couple more times and have some fun. But we get this this week. I cannot wait.
I can't wait either. Cap,
we back.
Football's back, baby. Next Monday, we'll be able to do a recap of the preseason. It's be awesome. Appreciate you, brother.
Sir.
Who day?
All right, who day?
All right, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and glad you stuck around. Cap, we had some issues with Cap. I don't know, not with Cap, but with his computer, or it's probably StreamYard was not cooperating. Anyway, Thursday we got football. Just to let you guys know, I got 3 shows this week. So I'm going on vacation. I'm leaving. So no show Thursday or Friday, which Game On, if you're watching, because Game On is going to be my Thursday guest moving forward. If you're watching Game On, they give me a show Thursday. I forgot to tell you that. But next Thursday, I'll be back on. But this Thursday, I'll be in Florida watching the Bengals play the Eagles. I cannot freaking wait. But 372 people watching. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all that, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. I will be pulling off the sound later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. Please make sure you listen to it. And when you listen to it, please leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Shout out to my sponsors of the show there as follows: Priority Lawn and Landscaping. You got the yard you just want to cut. You got, I don't know, flower beds, you need mulch cleaned out, shrubs trimmed, planted shrubbery, I don't know, anything. And I mean anything. Lawn and landscaping required. Do me a favor. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Don't think it. Call them at 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. You can also follow them on Facebook. When you call Johnny or you message them, tell them you heard about them from Sports with Strawberry Ice. Shout out to T Properties. Quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. That's T Properties. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. Their website's MeyerCincinnati.com. I highly recommend them. I got the windows in my house. I recommend you get them in yours. They're easy to clean, energy efficient, great looking windows. You can meet Matty Myers and the Jackpot Joey Mobile. They get free estimates. Great family run business. Huge Bengals fans. Again, Meyer Window, Door, and more. MeyerCincinnati.com. And my favorite brewery, Moorline Lawgrass. We will be doing the tailgate again this year, 3 hours before each and every Bengals home game. We'll also be doing road tailgates where it's a watch party. Come down there and drink some delicious Moorline beer, eat some delicious food, watch the games on a big-ass TV screen. It's going to be kind of cool. We got some cool stuff coming up. I can't announce it all yet, but road and home tailgates are available at Moorline Lawgrass. Between now and then, get on down there, drink you some delicious beer, eat you some delicious food, and stop there before or after you go to the Reds game. Again, Moorline Lawgrass. Once again, thank you for everybody watching. You guys are awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got Joe on. Wednesday, Trags will be on. He will be on because he wasn't able to call next week. And we will be getting you guys ready for the Bengals game Thursday. Reds take on the Cubs tonight. Hope to God they win. Who knows? Maybe they go and sweep the Cubs. That'd be awesome. Why am I laughing about that? That'd be great. Other than that, remember this. One thing and one thing only. That is Houday for life. Throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.